Klein Show. Let's find out what's going on in the world together. We will get to your ADD news in just a moment. Then we kick off a brand new hour of the show. We got your Pearl Jam tickets starting just after 7 o'clock. We'll do those at 7, 8, and 9. Pearl Jam tickets throughout the entire show today. Also coming up, if you're into it, where'd you go, how far'd you go if you were on a first date this weekend? Apparently, Postmaster Johnny ran into engineer Justin out in the real world who was waiting to meet a date, like a blind date.
Oh, no way.
He's like, I'm just waiting here. It's about to get good. So I don't know if we can find engineer Justin. Postmaster Johnny, confirm or deny? He was meeting someone for the first time, about to go on a date. Is that true?
Can confirm, yes, sir.
And we don't know how that date went, because I'd almost rather have engineer Justin back in here. I mean, no offense to people listening right now, but if that guy went on a real first date with someone he'd never met before, I would love to hear his thoughts on where'd you go, how far'd you go.
I would love the same, and I think he's in here right now, too.
I saw him on the way in, and he seemed like he was in a really good mood.
Oh, he's always happy, yeah.
I bet Justin slays.
You think so?
Yeah.
High key, bro, high key.
Mm-hmm.
I gave her the bagel. All right, well, I'm looking forward to it. If he can do it later, I know he's got a busy day of fixing equipment around here, but if he can make some time for us.
He's
All right, then we don't need you to call.
Is that how far he went?
We have the answer now. He's down. Let's get to your news. We'll get to that, then a brand new hour of the show. We'll kick it all off with our good buddy Ray as he sings about the show, and it's going to be a good morning to be with us this morning here at KROQ.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for some ADD news. Oh, look, a lizard. I'll call you Scaly.
All right. Well, yesterday there was a report about the president of Iran being involved in a helicopter crash. Some headlines kind of tried to lighten it up by saying it was just a really hard landing. Then they kind of got to the scene. They started coming through. They announced then that there were no survivors, meaning that the president of Iran and the foreign prime minister are dead. And apparently the president's death has had a lot of mixed reactions, because I was reading about this guy. I'm not going to claim I know anything about the history of Iran, but this guy apparently was a protege of a different leader who was responsible for this horrible mass execution of thousands of people. And he also had launched this major attack on Israel, which is an interesting piece to the plot. He was even a guy who was president and then lost the election, and then he was able to get reelected in kind of a shady way. And he was known to some as the Butcher of Tehran, which is a horrible nickname. And so they're already saying that there's going to be another leader stepping in and that nothing is going to change. It's just going to kind of be business as usual. But I think there's going to be some conspiracy theories floating around about this. I mean, especially with this Israel past.
Look, anytime a world leader goes down in a airplane, unless Boeing made if Boeing made the helicopter, I think we can all assume is probably a Boeing issue, right? But if it's anything else,
do they make helicopters?
Probably no.
I hope not.
Anything that goes down, Boeing was responsible, I'm sure.
It was oh no, another bolt.
Yeah, of course, right. The first thing I heard when I saw that headline, I was like, that seems...
I know.
Everything seems sus, but then again, these things do happen. I mean, think about that. No one started, when we lost Kobe, unfortunately, that was helicopter went down. No one starts going conspiracy theory, must have been fans of another team. I mean, these things, unfortunately, they got good safety records, but they do go down, and apparently it was real foggy. Fog, apparently not good for choppers at all.
It was foggy in this
scenario? That's what they said, yeah. That's what one of the stories said I saw.
Man. Haven't we figured out how to deal with fog?
I don't think so. It's crazy.
I mean,
because you think of all the weather that I'm the least afraid of in general.
Seriously, if it's foggy, it's whatever.
But apparently not good for choppers, because that was a big part of the Kobe one as well, was the fog.
Yeah.
No visibility.
All right, it's official. Diddy sucks. He's canceled. He's not coming back. A video was released on Friday of Diddy beating Cassie, his girlfriend at the time. The video is...
You mean P. Diddy?
Yeah.
I call him P. Diddy now.
I saw that joke in the email. I was like, there's no way Klein's going to do that on the air.
What's the worst nickname? Butcher of Tehran or P. Diddy?
Both of them are bad. Both are bad.
Hey, Allie, you know what? It's so funny because, I had the same reaction. There's no way P. Diddy can come back from this. But look at Chris Brown. Look at Chris Brown. He pummeled Rihanna, and now look at him. People still love the Chris Brown. What the hell's
people
wrong with
still love Chris Brown?
Yes, absolutely.
How do you think
he sells out shows still?
I love Chris Brown more now.
Fine, stop it.
Oh.
Do you have a nickname for Chris Brown?
I haven't thought of it yet. I will.
But I think that P. Diddy also, because of all the sex trafficking allegations, I think it's too much.
Okay, I hope so.
I really do hope so. The worst part, and if you haven't seen the video, it's really disturbing. He's chasing her down a hallway of a hotel in L.A. He beats her in the head. He kicks her. He drags her down the hallway. And then the even more frustrating part is that they can't can't prosecute him for this because the statute of limitations for felony assault is only 3 years.
Yeah, why
and I'm
was
like,
that?
guys,
People sitting on video for 8 years.
Yeah, I'm like, what is going on, guys? That A, this is just coming out, and B, there's not some workaround that we can figure out to get this guy behind bars. But he did post an apology on Instagram, and this is what he had to say for himself.
I was up. I mean, I hit rock bottom, but I made no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy, and go into rehab. I had to ask God for his mercy and grace. I'm so sorry.
So, I mean, her team of lawyers is like laughing at this, and I think most people are, especially when you're like bringing God, like, oh, the grace of God, I'm healed now. It's like, dude, no. And I feel like when people do this to women, it's very rare that they stop doing this to women.
Look, the way that, and I don't want to break down that video too much because...
Dude, we saw it after the show on Friday. It was horrifying.
But it's not even the initial... It was the after the she's whatever. It's so hard to watch. About she's already on the ground. And he's done, and then he still has one. He doubles back for
like I have to go back and kick her again.
Unnecessary kick, and you go, how could you do that to a woman? Is beyond me. Like
how can you do it to a stranger or a woman, or let alone somebody you love? And then what's really sad is it seems in the video like she's used to it.
Really?
Yeah, like, I mean, she seems, obviously she's leaving and she's trying to leave the hotel because obviously he was having some kind of a breakdown and he was hitting her. And then when he catches up to her, it seems like she's just like this, oh, God, this again. It's just so horrible that it seems like it's normal.
Terrible. Oh. Now we're in a good mood.
No.
P. Diddy, right?
Hey, go Omar. Great nickname.
Hey, here's some good news. We potentially have a new P-22 in Griffith Park. This was an unofficial sighting, but there's a guy in a Tesla that was leaving Griffith Park, and he saw a giant male cougar similar to P-22, caught him in his headlights, was able to get a picture, and they haven't officially confirmed it, but they said this cougar is walking around Griffith Park, which is P-22's old stomping grounds, and he's not collared yet, but if he was to be, they think he would be P-122.
How about P-122 versus P. Diddy in a cage match? Huh? I'd love to see that. All right, we get into a brand new hour of the show.
Chris Brown officiating.
We let Ray kick it off.
Reason to get out of bed, got sleep in my eyes, clouds in my head. I need a shot of something to make my motor go. Yes, I do. So I turn on the Klein and Alley show.
Whoa.
Give me some Klein and Alley show. Holy moly! Give me some Klein and Alley show. Sweet Dibby. Get your motor running with the Klein and Alley show.
Woohoo.
I said, get your motor running with the Klein and Alley show.
Klein Alley Show.
I don't know. Y'all guys bring up my mood every time. Every time I'm in a bad mood, y'all lift me up. I turn on the show, and it helps me so much. I appreciate everything y'all are doing.
Welcome to the Chocolate Factory.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
Oh, hell yeah. Welcome to a brand new week. On a Monday morning, we will make today the greatest day of your life by getting you into Pearl Jam tomorrow at the Kia Forum. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. Tickets coming up this hour, again next hour, and then again sometime after 9 o'clock. Pearl Jam, you, and I can't wait for it, Allie, because we got a woman that's going to join us a little bit later this hour for Do You Know the Band on Your Shirt.
Uh-huh.
She is a Pearl Jam Do You Know the Band on Your Shirt, and here's a tease.
What's your name?
Lisa Robinson.
And so how big of a Pearl Jam fan are you?
Pearl Jam is my dude.
Pearl Jam is her dude.
What the hell?
I don't know. This woman, Jake said he encountered her at a karaoke bar wearing a Pearl Jam shirt on Friday night or something. She was very intoxicated. So
is that Jake doing a woman's voice, by the way?
It does sound like Jake talking to Jake.
Is that your sister?
Hold on. Let me hear this again.
What's your name?
Lisa Robinson.
And so how big of a Pearl Jam fan are you?
Pearl Jam is my dude.
Well, we'll get into that later this hour. And that could score you tickets to see Pearl Jam. So be listening and be ready to call and join us for that. That's coming up later this morning and actually sometime soon here. We'll also get into a round of Don't Be a Dick as we save society. As you know, we're officially entering a long weekend. Memorial Day is here. Barbecue season is underway. Grilling season. So we're going to talk about Don't Be a Dick, people that you will probably encounter at a pool party / barbecue. Do not be these people. You know who they are. They show up with just the beers they want to drink, etc. We'll take your open nominees for Don't Be a Dick, people at a barbecue, coming up later this hour. Hey, Bobby, you're on KROQ. What's up?
Hey, good morning, guys. Yeah, talking about that P Diddy, we need to cancel that fool. Like, you can tell that he's used to hitting women like this. And she does look like she's been hit in this way by looking at the video.
So to be clear, you want to cancel the person and not the nickname?
The person.
Yeah, okay. But the name is good. Strong nickname. I'm starting a Change.org petition now so we can officially change his name to P. Diddy. And I don't think
that's how it works.
I think it is how it works. And everyone's going to get on board. So we never forget because, like you said, Allie, these videos, shocking now, and then in a few months, everyone forgets. You know, the irony is, remember who P. Diddy's partner used to be in music? Remember the guy he used to do all this stuff with? Mace?
Oh, yeah, Mace, yeah.
That's the one thing all these women needed when they're dealing with him. That's the irony. He spent all that time with Mace, and that's the one thing you need to keep that guy away.
Ladies, you need me.
Yeah. Don't go. Yeah, that's Mace. Was the secret was right there all the time with him. I got a lot of material I've been working on for this P. Diddy thing. So he was also on my enemy list. You know that, right?
No. Why?
He cut in front of me one time at an airport.
Wow, you've been wronged more than all of them.
I almost missed a flight. I almost missed a flight because they made everyone hold.
Look
so they
at that.
could.
You have quite the track record. You killed Sam Rubin.
I didn't kill
and
Sam Rubin.
And now you're getting P. Diddy canceled. That's awesome.
I have nothing to do with Sam Rubin. He was not on my enemy list. I want to make that very clear. I feel bad about it.
Was the president of Iran on your enemy list, too?
Yes, he was. He went to...
By the way, someone said that the helicopter that they were in was made by Bell, which is a subsidiary of Boeing.
See? I'm not that wrong.
Wow.
Yeah, that guy, the president of Iran, took my table at Hyde one time. And I said, that guy is...
I'm going to write your name down, sir.
Right there. You're going right there above the guy from Maroon 5 on my enemy list. This enemy list is panning out beautifully.
I know. Good for you.
Klein, Alley, Show.
KROQ.
KROQ.
Congratulations, Jordan. Going to see Pearl Jam tomorrow night. We will get you in again coming up very soon, actually. Kick off a brand new hour of the show. Whoever does their best impression of Eddie Vedder. Next hour, will get themselves tickets to go see Eddie Vedder and Pearl Jam performing at the Kia Forum tomorrow night. You don't have to sing. You could do a variety of different Eddie impressions. He's got that way of speaking that's very...
Thanks, guys. We're doing one more album and...
Keep going. I'm not going to stop you.
We just didn't think we'd have another album in us, and we do.
That's the best. If you can do it, Allie may win those tickets. You get a chance coming up a little bit later to win your tickets in to see Pearl Jam tomorrow. Right now, though, let's find out what's going on in the world with a look of your ADD news.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News. Her wife is probably cheating on her right now.
He is not. So, the graffiti towers in downtown L.A., they are becoming a new sort of wasteland in L.A. County now that it's covered head to toe in graffiti and it's not being cleaned up anytime soon. It's sort of become this unofficial purge zone where people go to commit crimes. And over the weekend, a couple things happened.
International waters over there, those two towers.
Well, and they say that there are police patrolling the area, but about that, somebody stopped one of the cops that was patrolling the area and was like, I need help with something. And then the cop got out of the car, and then the person jumped in the cop cart.
And drove off?
And drove away. Yeah.
That's
and then
awesome.
the cop tried to, regain control of the situation and got dragged along with the car.
Man.
Thankfully, the guy that stole the car crashed, 4 blocks later.
Later this morning,
he's an idiot.
The daredevil that was crossing the two towers is going to be on our show. We got the guy, Ben something or other. He's going to be on with us a little bit later this morning, and he is making a lot of news right now because I'm sure you'll talk about the story, but what he did was wild.
These towers here have become a home to dangerous and illegal activity, and that continued last weekend. And I will warn you, this video may be hard to watch.
Quick-stopping video shows a man on a slack line moving between two graffiti-filled skyscrapers downtown Los Angeles.
I wanted to create the greatest art piece Los Angeles has ever seen.
Ben Schneider says he's a performance artist who walked on the slack line Sunday, 40 floors up, more than 500 feet high.
The only thing that was going through my mind when I was walking was pretty much just don't look down, don't fall, and don't die.
Yeah, that guy. He's going to be on with us later this morning.
Good pieces of advice.
By the way, fascinating video. I didn't know what slackline is. Apparently, like tightrope is just a tightrope, and slackline is just a less tight rope. That's all it is. I don't know why they got all fancy with it. But the guy did it, and he's going to be on with us.
I was watching some of his Instagram videos because he'll go to, places where they have beach volleyball. Because beach volleyball nets are kind of like a slack line, and he'll do all these crazy flips on the volleyball net and stuff like that. It's a very special skill. And I guess every once in a while you're like, well, I got to do something public just to get the word out that I'm still doing slack line.
Did it 500 feet above the earth, downtown L.A., and now everyone's looking for him. I think
and he didn't get arrested.
Yeah, not
yet. And then
yet.
now the media is interviewing him, and he's like, yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, but I think they may do that thing where they try to arrest him after the fact, because they're doing that now. Big thing. They're not going to get around to it, but...
I think all of these crimes in this area are just proving how you can kind of get away with anything. Like that guy who stole the cop car got arrested, but just because he was an idiot.
Right.
If you're not an idiot... They're kind of proving that you can get away with a lot.
Yeah, we'll post it. Johnny, post some of what this guy did. It's pretty impressive if you haven't seen it. He's going to be on with us, I think, next hour here at KROQ.
All right, if you're having surgery, there is a certain type of doctor that will increase your chance of success. Any ideas who?
Man.
Literally the opposite. Having a medical team made up of mostly female doctors will give you the best outcome, according to a long 10-year study that covered, I believe, 70,000 different procedures. And they found that hospitals with a higher proportion of female anesthesiologists and surgeons, specifically that were made up of 35% women or more, had better outcomes. And patients that were treated at these gender-diverse hospitals had a 3% lower chance of any major complications.
I do find that whenever there's one of those situations where, like, the doctor amputates the wrong arm or something, it's always a dude doctor that does it, because I do think women are more...
They weren't listening. Women, I think, are more thorough.
I think the women, they care.
Yes.
And also, I think at a certain level, men get a little too cocky. And they stop paying attention to detail.
Just give me the X. I'm going to do it with an X.
Yeah. Don't tell me how to do my job. I'll take it up. I do think that women are better at picking up details, and they're better at focusing on details.
Well, and I think they're able to filter a lot of information, whereas, like, if I send you a text message, it can't be more than one sentence.
I'm sorry. What, are you still talking? I have no idea what you're saying. Are you talking to us still?
Yes, I'm talking, goddammit.
Just give me an axe so I can take care of this Allie problem. Okay?
Klein Alley Show.
Allie is like a silly, kind of funny, heavy-set lesbian.
You guys are really hilarious, especially Klein. He's all hairy and stupid, you know? But I love you.
My name's F and Kevin. Hello.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
Hell yeah. Welcome to a brand new week. You should be in a good mood right now because we were approaching summer and approaching a long weekend. Memorial Day weekend is already here. Can you believe that? Coming up at the end of the week. So this week we'll hopefully breeze by, and then we'll get into the long weekend and then summer. And next thing you know, people are like, out of office reply. See you in September.
Yeah.
Just like that. So let's go ahead and make this week worth it. We'll get you into Pearl Jam this hour. Jordan just got himself a pair of tickets to go see Pearl Jam. Tomorrow night, we will get you in this hour, and all you got to do is give us your best Eddie Vedder. Start practicing now. Your best Vedder impression could get you to see Eddie Vedder, and who knows, maybe you'll even have the opportunity to do it right to that man's face. Hey, Gary, you're on KROQ. Hello.
Yeah, I'll cut off my last arm for your tickets.
What happened?
I said I'll cut off my last arm. Are you doing your Eddie Vedder impression?
This guy's spot on.
This is Eddie Vedder.
It's just one arm. Oh, this is one arm. Oh, I didn't realize. Gary, I didn't realize it was one arm. I got 4 Garys on the phone now. I didn't realize.
You can't tell Gary from the first word now.
Now I know. It's one arm Gary. Go ahead, one arm Gary. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I was saying that I'd cut off my last arm for an Eddie Vedder ticket.
Dude, dead ringer impression.
Yeah, I think if anyone's going to beat this, I think this is Eddie Vedder calling us right now. Hold on, Gary. You're saying you have one working arm now, and if we were to say you can have Pearl Jam tickets, if you cut off your other arm, you would do that?
Yeah, I cut the last one off.
Why would you do that? The last one. You're not an octopus.
We got a guy with an axe that'll do it.
Yeah, we got a doctor. Just go to a man doctor. He'll take care of that. Gary, we're
You'd
not.
still get the arms mixed up.
Yeah. I cut off his nub. Whoopsies. Gary, we're not going to ask you to cut off your other arm, dude. You got,
Wait. Why are we throwing that out the window?
Because armless Gary isn't as much fun.
No arm Gary, dude.
Dude, do you know how much no arm Gary would make at a gas station panhandling?
Yeah, well, he's going to hold the cup in his mouth? Allie? Come on.
Dude, Tina would be there.
Gary, listen, listen, we have these tickets coming up. I hope you do a good Eddie Vedder impression. In fact, why don't you give us your Eddie Vedder impression right now? Maybe that could score you the tickets. You're eligible.
Good.
He's talking to the wrong side of his phone, I think.
He's pretending he's already cut off the air.
Yeah, is that what it is? All right, well, call back when we get to that, Gary. Always good to hear from you.
Work on your impression, okay?
Is it always good to hear from him?
No, not really.
Gary, are you there?
He's just listening to us. He doesn't realize he can listen to us talk to him on
What
the
if
phone.
he's talking to every other radio station?
Oh, man, I hope so. All right, Gary, we got to go. I hope you're okay, bud. Like part of me thinks
he fell asleep.
Part of me thinks he's going to try to cut his arm off, and we're not even going to hear it on the air. And then he's going to call, send us a picture.
I did it. What? It's like bleeding out of his arm.
Yeah, and we're like, Gary, we didn't agree to that. Anyway, that's coming up this hour here at KROQ. We'll get to that. And one of the 3 meals of the day is apparently going away forever.
It's got to be breakfast. Everyone skips breakfast.
Actually, you're wrong, Allie. And I'll explain why, but it is what they're calling an absolute crisis. And just like we're saying the 4-day work week is going to be a thing and we're going to go ahead and get rid of one of the days of the week, they're saying now that we officially may move to a 2-meal-a-day culture, and I'll tell you which one is saying goodbye. That's going to surprise you, and we'll get to all that coming up. But first, let's give you some of this here, KROQ.
World-famous KROQ.
Klein Alley Show.
Klein Alley Show.
KROQ.
All right, let's find out what's going on in the world with a look at your ADD news. Then we immediately get you into not only Six Flags, because you get Six Flags Magic Mountain tickets, the most coasters on the planet, and soak up the fun at Six Flags Hurricane Harbor. We got tickets for both parks coming up at 9 a.m. sharp, so be ready to call, win those tickets. Then we got more Pearl Jam for you as well. But first, let's find out what's going on in the world with your ADD news.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News. Her wife is probably cheating on her right now.
So it's a dream for a lot of people to catch a ball at a baseball game. Every once in a while, you get a viral story of a guy who, caught a ball while holding his baby or something. Or you go viral for the opposite reason, which means that it was a massive failure to catch a very easy ball. And this story definitely falls under that category. This kid was 8 years old, and a foul ball hit by Mookie Betts was headed straight for him.
An 8-year-old Dodgers fan caught a little more than he bargained for when a foul ball off the bat of Mookie Betts hit the child in the face. The boy's family said that the youngster had hoped to catch a foul ball, just not like this.
As soon as the ball hit him, all I hear is, "My eye!"
Were you in shock?
Yes.
Yeah. Did you cry?
Yes.
Well.
So now the family said that they want a little bit of, quote, love from the Dodgers team.
Oh,
because he got a black eye from the foul ball. And I'm like, what love should they
get?
It's
not the Dodgers organization to make good on this. The kid's a loser. He had a glove and he didn't catch it. What the hell?
And he cried.
Plus, still crying in baseball.
Yeah.
Omar's right. By the way, this is the Ball has released a statement.
I was up. I hit rock bottom, but I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help.
As you should have, Paul. Shame on
The
you.
ball went to rehab.
Shame on you.
Put it in work.
Put it in work. Wants to be a better ball.
By the grace of God, he's a better ball.
That's P Diddy. P Diddy. Works for the ball too, Allie. Works for both.
All right, great. So should they get an autographed ball from Mookie Betts? Obviously they're not going to get money, but what harm is it to just be like, hey, sign a ball and give it to the kid?
They put those little plaques all over the place in Dodger Stadium, every ballpark, and it says balls will fly, be on the lookout, keep your head on a swivel. If you get hit with a ball, it happens. Now, they've put up a ton of stuff to keep the fans safer, so much so that you get the good seats, you got nets all over the place. I hate it. I personally...
You don't want a ball to come to you?
No, I would love a ball to come to me, and if I get hit in the face with it because I can't be athletic enough to make a move, then I deserve it.
And he brought the glove, too, and he couldn't catch it.
And the mom confesses in the interview that she moved away. She saw it coming.
Yeah, she ducked. and let her
I think it's a good
enabler.
It's a good PR move in general. If a ball does injure someone, you give them a T-shirt on the way out. You give them a T-shirt and an ice pack, and you say thanks for coming.
That's what I mean. Is even though it says everywhere like we're not responsible, usually that there's something that's just like, hey, sorry you got hit in the face.
Of course, it's unfortunate. The kid's gonna be fine, but like,
and is that a story that you're like, hey, one time I got hit in the face with a ball?
I think it's a cool story.
You think so?
I sprained
when I was 8 years old, I went to a Dodgers game and I got hit in the face with Mookie Betts' ball.
I was at a AAA game one time running for a ball, and I sprained my ankle. So that's a much sadder story than this kid has.
That's true. And what did that ball say?
I never got it. I sprained my ankle.
I think it's still apologized.
It's still there. No one wanted it. I was the only guy running for it. But listen.
No one even chased after
Once you start doing the whole public, hey, Dodgers, give us a little something.
I know.
It seems a little thirsty, and it's kind of, whatever. The ball's clearly going put in work. We just heard the ball apologize.
All right. You talked about how much lunch is going away, but as a texter aptly pointed out, every meal is going away because nobody eat anymore because everyone's on Ozempic. But if you don't want to spend $1,000 a month on Ozempic, there is another alternative that apparently Gen Z is all over. And of course, it's not working out and eating right. It's another weight loss hack that's only $5 and you can get it at a gas station. They're called Zyn nicotine pouches, ZYN. They are a trendy new weight loss hack. And basically, it's just a little pouch that you put between your teeth and your gums and it dissolves. And it's like a semi-glutide shot, but it's like a poor man's version. And people say that they have lost up to 30 pounds on this thing. They're calling it Ozempic.
That's clever. I like the pun.
My Ozempic is the best.
Yes.
Is that the same one?
Same one. That's the real Ozempic.
Okay.
This is Ozempic.
What's even better is Klein dancing to that.
Oh, I love that song. Puts me in the mood every time.
Here's a long
Give me the long version.
Ozempic is my favorite. He make me slim and limb.
Oh, I love that guy.
All right.
Great theme song.
We've been waiting for that commencement speaker of the year who says, hey, and by the way, I'm paying for everybody's college tuition. When that happens, it always goes viral, and we have not had one yet. So far, it's just been sexist Harrison Butker. But this guy, Robert Hale Jr., spoke at a college, and he came with duffel bags full of cash. And he gave every grad student a $1,000 duffel bag of cash.
Oh.
But he said there's a catch. I have learned by being a businessman and a philanthropist that it's always giving that makes us happy. And I want you to have this duffel bag, but I want you to give half of it to somebody in need.
And they threw it at that poor kid from the Dodger game, hit him right in the face. Another injury. All right, well, let's give you something then. If you're in need, want a good time at Six Flags, let's make that happen for you right now. Caller 20-800-520-1067. We'll kick off a brand new hour of show with that for you next. Hey, thanks for checking out some of our radio show on KROQ. Just between you and me, we're about to fire Allie, so hopefully you didn't get used to her too much. But thanks for checking it out, and we appreciate you checking out the live radio show. And
Hey, what are you guys doing?
nothing.
But you're filming something. Aren't they supposed to be involved in this?
We're not filming anything.
There's a camera right there.
Just part of the... Bye.